Hey guys, what's up? Sorry for the slow upload rate. This game has just been so good. I haven't been able to peel myself away from it. So I apologize for that, and I will try to be uploading things a little faster. I promise. Last time I did 5 fun things to do while you're in PvP. And while those things in PvP may be fun, today I submit to you 5 fun things that are fun to do, as well as impactful to your character in multiple ways in PvE. Now, starting off this list are the group dungeons, and I find these a very effective way of leveling up and getting loot. The only caveat is that you want to, depending on the level of the dungeon, because the level is dependent on who is party leader, right? So if I'm level 30, all the monsters are going to be level 30. You're not going to want all of your friends to be like 24, 25, because while it still might be doable if you have like a tank and a healer and some DPS, it will be that much harder and it'll take that much longer and it won't be what I would label efficient. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind what you're seeing right now is a group dungeon, one of the later on ones that you get once you've reached like the 3rd zone around level 25 to 30. So yeah, this one was super fun. I mean, look at all the lightning flying around and crap. And the loot was pretty good as well, because most group dungeons are monster encounter, mini boss, and then it continues that pattern. You have a few mini bosses, and then a boss, mini boss, boss, and then the final boss. And all those bosses give pretty good loot, lots of potions. So yeah, like I said, great way to level up, get experience, especially if you give the party leader to the highest level person there, and then you'll get tons of experience, or you know, more so than just running around killing regular enemies in the open world. And if you don't have any friends, loser, you can always use the group finder to be match made with a bunch of other folks who are similar to your level, and you can even specify which dungeon and the people, the roles you need for your group. You know, tank, DPS, healer, you can specify all that. Really cool. The second fun, amazing, cool thing that PvE can offer you is stealing and potentially murder, but we're going to cover stealing this time around. Now, it's actually called, well, you can steal things like if you go to a store, or like an armor store or whatever, there's like a little place in the back usually, or upstairs, where you can go, where the storekeeper won't follow you, and you can just go through their drawers or go through their baskets and buckets and boxers and all that and find some goodies to sell. Or you can also pickpocket, which is what I'm doing here. You have easy pickpocket, medium, and hard. The harder they are, the lower the % chance. And every time you successfully pickpocket, it goes down by 10%. So make sure you pump points into your pickpocketing stuff and watch out for guards if you are caught. Now that said, this is a great way to get gold if you're good at pickpocketing and you've put some points into your ledgerman. I would totally recommend it. I love pickpocketing and I do it whenever I can. It's even fun sometimes. You'll pick the pocket of somebody and you'll fail, right? Even though it's like high percentage or whatever. And then they'll come after you and fight you. But I guess the guards count that as self-defense because you can kill them most of the time and not get caught. At least that's happened to me a few times, and it's more than funny when it does, because they just punch you and you're like, aha, you know, they're punching somebody with like heavy armor. It does nothing to you. It's hilarious. If you do build up a huge bounty while failing your pickpocketing and stealing, you can either avoid guards and run away from them and just explore the world and do dungeons and whatnot, or you can go to where you can fence your items and have them pay off your bounty for you, but at the same time you're losing money if you do that. So the third amazing fun thing you can do in PvE that is fun is the dark anchors. Oh, thank God I finally called it the right thing. I usually call it rifts or gates or dark something or something rifts, but no, the dark anchors, these events are really cool because they have a bunch of people coming together to defeat wave after wave of enemies until the final boss appears, and the guy, the evil overlord dude, says something like, this is nothing to me. Losing one of these is like wiping my ass. And then you kill the final boss, and you get a chest. And usually inside of that chest is some gold, and potentially like a blue item, or even maybe purple items. Not sure if purples show up in these. I'm assuming in higher level areas you could potentially get a purple. Maybe. Don't quote me though. I don't want any trouble. Though speaking of rewards, there are dark anchors. See, I almost screwed up again. There are dark anchors in Cyrodiil that you can do that have some pretty high level enemies that are pretty tough. So you'll want to bring at least, 3 or 4 friends with you to do it. But I do believe the rewards there are obviously on par or even better than what you can get here. Although again, don't quote me. I don't want any trouble. On a quick side note, I just got scammed out of 2,500 gold. Thankfully, not a ton, but yeah, I got scammed out of a werewolf bite that I was hoping to purchase from a werewolf, and he took my money and then promptly kicked me from the party chat on the PS4. Oh, I just wanted to strangle him. Okay, I know, random. Moving on. The next PvE activity that I found beneficial to my and others' characters' development was just exploring the world, discovering everything that there is to discover, going into delves and completing them, even if there wasn't a side quest attached to it, or finding, like you're seeing here, one of the bosses that reside in caves or out in the open. They're just fun to do. It feels not 100% like Skyrim, but a lot more fun than, say, Dragon Age Inquisition or other open world MMOs. This game does it right. It mixes it hits the perfect balance, the perfect mix of MMO and Elder Scrolls-esque open world exploration. In my opinion, you guys can have your own opinion and you can completely disagree with me. I don't want any trouble. That said, open world exploration also has the following benefits that include, but are not limited to, finding chests, lots of loot, because you're finding, like I said, chests as well as those dark anchors. Yes, that screwed up this time. And you're also finding runes and other crafting materials, depending on what you choose. For me, though, it's runes, and I find them quite a lot, and it's really helpful. I might even do a rune giveaway sometime, or craft something for viewers, or I don't know. But lots of cool stuff to find just exploring, and of course, every time you find something, you get experience for discovering that thing. That's really cool. And it also ties into achievements, which also potentially ties into new exciting dyes to dye your armor with, which is such a cool system. I love it. And the final thing you can do to maximize your time, effort, and experience, and potentially loot in ESO's PvP is to do the side quests specifically. You can do the other quests too, as they are scaled to your level, but I find I'm just going to wait to do those once I'm a higher level so that I can really reap the rewards. But for now, do the side quests that are to your level, because doing side quests that are too low of level will not give you enough experience, nor will the loot that you get be worth it or anywhere near your level. So just don't even bother with the low ones. If you outlevel them, scrap them and get some new ones that are closer to your level. You'll thank me. But the best part about these side quests is that the vast majority of them are actually awesome in their voice acting, in the story, in how you go upon doing the side quests themselves. I love them. Alright, that about wraps it up, folks. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel. I will try to pump out more content on a regular basis. I'll catch you guys next time.